chat, which would be just fine. I hope I'm finding everybody well. I see Evil Arch Conservative. Always nice to see you there. And oh, he's got a new channel. Hello there. Got to check that out. Polar Bear says yummy. Very cute. So how is everybody today? I think I've got the link there if anybody wants to slip in and hang out with me up here. There we go. So it's a little bit more relaxed today. I lost my ring light, so I'm probably going to be a little bit in shadow here. I got to pick up another one. But today's Thanksgiving in Canada, and it's been a rather quiet day for the old skipper. I was just reading over some material here about the manufacture of coinage dies in the 21st century. A chap by the name of Serge Pelletier has written up a really interesting article on it. And it's quite interesting in the fact that at one time, of course, manufacturing dies for coinage was all hand done at one time. It was a lot of work. And now, through the use of computers, it's come a long ways. Polar Bear says yummy. You know, and Lash's Journey. Oh, a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I'll discuss the little thing about coinage and dies manufacture. I've been diligently checking it out to see if the old guy can learn new tricks here. But I've been spending most of my Thanksgiving weekend for us Canadians doing a lot of cooking. My family know that I'm the cook in the house, so I make a wicked beef and barley stew with tons of dumplings, and that's apparently the dumplings are the favorite part. So I ended up doing 2 large pressure cookers, and I ended up doing both of them. And within 2 days, it's all gone. What wasn't eaten here was taken away in the Ziploc, or not Ziploc, but in Tupperware containers and whatnot. Good news too is my Christmas channel is now official, including a special email. So if you go to Santa Claus North Pole Canada, you will find an email address sitting in there that folks can send in the information on their children or grandchildren, and I'll be doing up videos for their Christmases, which is going to be kind of cool. Papa Smurf's in the house. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's actually we got a lot of rain here today. It's starting to clean things up. John Chum's in the house. Always nice to see you, my friend. I've been exploring some of the different channels over the last couple of days. Of course, Coin Around's been pretty busy with their duck races lately, and checking out all the. I try to check out everybody's channel that I can. I mean, there's so many of you out there, and some of you have got some incredible channels. What's another thing that I'll be doing? Oh yes, I did my suit, my red suit, got that ready, and the only thing that needs to be done, I got one clasp that needs to be fixed on it, and I'll be taking that with me to Ghost River, where I'm going to do a premiere video that I'll be hosting on my new channel as well. Oh, he's 55 years young. Oh, 55. Do you know 55 years of age? That was the age that I started with Edmonton Transit. I had just left the commissionaires, and as a young buck of 55, I decided to start out on something different and drive bus. And I'll never regret it because it was the best job I think I've ever had. And, you know, the bigger the bus, the easier they were to drive. So, you know, they're easier to drive than your own car. Really? 4,000 views, John. That's pretty cool. You know what? Statistically speaking, animal videos seem to be doing absolutely fabulous. Kiddo Mine's in the house. How you doing? No. Oh, not working there. I don't want to lose that link. Yeah, like I said, yeah, my good friend Dale is not feeling 100% today, so he may show up in the chat, may not. And everything, of course, it's a holiday here, so everything is not quite working quite right. So while I'm sitting here all by myself up here, I'm going to be doing a little bit of edumacating. And so I'm going to talk about the manufacture of coinage dies in the 21st century. Again, not by me. It's Serge Pelletier did this article up, and he did a marvelous job. And I'll share it with you here. In this century of technologies, like many other things, the use of the reducing machine has been replaced by computers. The first step is to import the design into ArtCam software, which is used to create a three-dimensional design from a two-dimensional picture. In this software, the various components of the images are layered to achieve the desired result. Once that's complete, the lettering is added, also in 3 dimensions. The final file is then transferred to the computer numeric control, it's called the CNC machine. This machine controls a carbide cutter that cuts an actual size matrix on which the design is like a negative and incused. Following this is the first step where a human actually picks up a manual tool to work on the design. This is done to remove any signs that the matrix was cut by a machine and to add detail if it's felt necessary. The matrix is then annealed. Once the annealed matrix is cooled, a master hub is produced. This is a positive that looks exactly like the final product. Humane intervention in the form of touch-ups or fine detailing may also be required at this point, but is left up to the engraver to decide. The master hub is then annealed. The master hub is then sent to the die production department where working dies are made from it. And you can see right there, of course, he's using the computer and how they do the final touches, which is kind of cool. The first refinement in die making technique was to engrave the device, the portrait, in the form of a punch. Okay, now we're talking, this is the way it looked before. And you can see there's a lot that goes into making coins. It's not as, even though it's easier now with the computer technology, it's not an easy thing to do. I do hope that they come out with some really good designs this year, though, in the next little while. I'm noticing that the latest one with the hockey is out. There's PA Patriot Prospecting. I'm doing better. Thank you. I'm doing better. Actually, I'm really looking forward to this retreat that I'm going to. It's a place called Ghost River, and it's called the Crossing at Ghost River. and it's absolutely a beautiful little resort area. No televisions. A lot of people are no TVs. Oh no. Well, if you're that desperate, you just bring your computer along with you. They do work. They have internet access, but they got pool tables and they got darts, and they have a workout room, and they got a hot tub, and they've got a lot of walking paths. They've got horseback riding if you're able. They've got a beautiful campfire area. Uh, oh yeah, no TV, no locks on the doors. It's quite a bit different. I worry about the bears. No locks. Um, but it's an absolutely gorgeous area, and it's private. Actually, it's once you get in, you have to use a security code to get into the property proper in order to get to the resort. Yeah. You know what? I wish I was young enough and not broken so I could ride a horse again too, because I really miss that. And especially since they've got so many trails. This is right in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Hence why I'm not going to be here for the better part. I leave here on Wednesday morning, so I won't be available at all. It'll be a little bit quieter on our channels. Let's see if I can get. There we go. There's our. Anybody wishing to come up and chit chat, by all means do. If you got anything to share collection wise, do. What are some of the new things that have happened the last few days? I've set up a brand new channel for the Edmonton Numismaniac Society. The channel is actually theirs, not even though I'm doing it for them. Yeah, bears don't need security codes. And I'm hoping to get lots of good material on that channel, but also my Santa Claus North Pole Canada is one that I'm really looking forward to do. Dale and I will be in character starting in just after November 11th. Indy 500. My goodness. Oh, and I've got my puppy dog coming barreling in here. What do you want? You go see Mummy. Yeah, I'm actually television wise. Yeah, I have to admit that I'm pretty bad for watching movies. I'm not much, even though I do some reading. I'm not like my wife. She can read a book a night, and for me, I might do a book a year. I can't do that much unless, of course, it's a I love encyclopedias, and I'm not talking about the stuff you find online. I like the hardcover stuff, the stuff that's over there. See if I can turn it around. Right there. There's my encyclopedias, and I probably read them cover to cover about 3 times so far. Yeah, that's a favorite thing for me to do, or it's books that are teaching me something. I love the different coin books that Coins in Canada and at the Charlton that come out. I mean, they've got some great material. I mean, it's hard to believe those are even coins. And we talk about full color. And there's Dale. Hello, Dale. Yeah, Dale likes falling downstairs lately, apparently. You know, well, at least he waited till fall to take his trip anyway. Yeah, they've come up with a lot of really good books on different types of coins and currency. See, now there's a set that I actually plan on starting to get. Right there. That would be a nice set to get. Yeah, I've eaten so much over the last couple of days, Papa Smurf. I'm gonna hold off on making anything. Maybe I'll save my appetite and my stretchy pants for this course coming up. They have a Michelin chef, and who wouldn't want to sit back and be catered for 5 days eating Michelin type food? As long as it's, you know, I'm not into snails or anything like that, but I certainly do hope it's good. So if any of you guys ever, if you're into collecting collecting coins and you get a chance to go to a coin club, you can pick up books like this. This book here cost me $5. And yes, it's dated. I mean, it's I think, what's the date on this one here? Oh, from the yellowing, it looks, no, it doesn't even say. It looks like it's from the 1960s. Are you on there at all? Oh, anyway, it's quite old, but it does have an incredible amount of information in it. And you can look up all the different bills from all the different countries. And for a $5 investment, you know, that's a really handy thing to have. It doesn't have any of the modern stuff, but you know what? In a lot of cases, when you're finally getting to a certain stage, it's nice to be able to look up different coins or different paper currencies and be able to find out what they are and how much they approximately they are. And I've only now been starting to get some of the older, even Canadian currencies, and I think one of the oldest ones I have that's paper is actually a Confederate bill that my friend Jason on Sandman Coins and Currency actually went and sent me some stuff. Oh, what else is new? Oh, yes. Jason actually sent me a 1 cent 1909 SVDB penny coin from some time ago, and I bet you it's not in good shape. It's not in good shape at all. I'm pretty sure that he knows his stuff, but for the life of me, I couldn't because of the corrosion. I couldn't tell where the S was, and I couldn't see the VDB. I don't know how he saw it, but don't think it's worth very much. But at the same rate, just the fact that it might be, I'll hold on to it until I can actually find one that I can see. Yeah, a lot of those old books, they do have some great references in them. Mrs. C is watching Arsenic and Old Lace with Cary Grant. Actually, I forgot how good that movie is. Hello, my lightning. I thought you were with Mummy. Yes. Hello, baby. How are you doing? Oh, you're a bit wet. Yeah, it's raining out. Found a 64 nickel today, Guido's. Good. And what is this? I got a 52 silver American quarter from Timmy's yesterday. That's always nice. Yeah. Mrs. C's always, she doesn't want me to go near a cashier because every time I do, I'm checking every single one of them out. Yeah, there's been so much talk about the Queen's effigy and how long it's going to be and all this stuff. You know, that stuff's going to be in circulation for years and years and years. And yeah, eventually it'll get weaned down a bit. But I mean, when you get millions and millions and millions of these things, it takes a while for them to become more rare. I expect my great grandchildren, with the planet still around, to be able to benefit from some of those ones. Oh, why didn't you get it, Field Guy? 64 nickel? Sure. That's why I love the albums, because I catch something like that, boom, it's in there. I've got a complete tube of buffalo nickels. Not even a clue what to do with these things, except for maybe putting them in the Christmas stockings this year. Yeah, at least 5 years, Dale. Oh, they've set the date for the coronation on June 3rd, eh? Yeah, see, they're already trying to find things, how long he's going to last. I mean, they've been checking out the king's chubby fingers. Polar Bear says yummy. Yeah, don't be afraid to put in your channel links, guys. See if I got everybody here. I'm just gonna go and check. Polar Bear says yummy. Now up to 9 subscribers.
That's where you bring kids. So proud of you. Now today on Polar Bear Says Yummy, we're going to review these Gillum butterscotch lollipops. Polar Bear, that doesn't look like a lollipop. It's a stickless lollipop. No waste. Oh, okay. So, where'd you get these new lollipops? Oh, they were given to me for heroism. You did something heroic? Yes, I did. I saved a water bottle at great personal peril twice. Polar Bear, that doesn't sound very heroic. It is when you're my size and it's like I'm 2 feet. on moving cars and lots of big people around, and I had to do it twice. You have a point, Polar Bear. Now open up the package so I can quiet and tell everybody how delicious they are. Okay, Polar Bear, we can do that. We can do that. So let's.
That is going to end up like Annoying Orange. I can see it right now. That is an Annoying Orange is a huge channel. And not only that, but it's combining like Zoe with her candy. Interesting concept. And like and leave a comment. And done. Cool. Oh, he's in chat. He's in chat. He's not 100% today. He's taking a break. But if you want to come up, there's the link that's showing there. How is Tony today? There you go. There he is. Tony has a wonderful channel. Hawaii on vacation. You know, years must have been ringing. We were just talking about that today. What places would you like to go on a holiday? And of course, one of the first stops I want to do is go to the south of England and then skip on over. Start off at Amsterdam, work my way down through. I'd like to get one of those Rhine River cruises with the Viking cruises, and go visit the castles and the vineyards and all that stuff. That would be a fantastic vacation for me. But other than that, yeah, places like New Zealand. I would love to go to New Zealand. My cousin Paul lives in Australia. He's kind of put me off of Australia with the damn bugs. Yeah, Dale, life has ups and downs, but the secret is try to have more ups than downs, especially when you thunder in like you do. So take your time, relax, heal, and then get back on that horse and come on back up. What, are you bored? Are you bored? Really? You're going to come visit me. You're going to come visit me. There's. Yes, you want to come visit? No, you're going to wander off now. Where are you going? Where are you going? And away he goes. Yeah, opal hunting. That's not a bad idea. Dale, he can't read. Yeah, we're talking about him getting into a bungalow that's not so hard on him, going up and down those bloody stairs. I don't mind. If I had my way, I'd move into a bungalow too, but this day and age, it's hard to find one that I could afford. You know, as you get older, your mindset's still thinking back. Well, what did I originally pay for housing? I mean, how much was it? Well, my first apartment came furnished, and it was $50 a month. Yeah, first house that I owned, I bought for $200 down. It was $18,000 on a double lot, and it was costing me $180 a month. Yeah, you know, Dale, anytime you want to visit, you know where I'm at. It's just we're a long way apart. Yeah, it's one of the things what I like to do besides travel. I'd like to improve my metal detecting equipment. I'm going to have to start bringing my grandkids out so they can bend over and do the digging for me. But I'd like to get a decent Garrett. The last time I lived in a bungalow, John F. Kennedy was president. You know, mine, I can understand that. The United States is huge. You got as much as I've traveled a fair amount through the states. I mean, I've been through. My goodness, where have I been so far? Been all through Michigan and Illinois, down into New York. Uh, Went through Missouri, Mississippi. I've been to Georgia. I've been to Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, Montana, and somewhere in there. Oh yeah, Washington State. I went through there, but there's a few of them that I missed out on. Uh, I'd like to get into some of the central states, see a little bit of that, and really would like to see Hawaii and Alaska. That would be really nice to see. New York State. Actually, when you start getting into the original 13 colonies, it would be cool to go in there. My wife wants to go to Salem, and would love to go into. I'd like to get into Maine, because in Canada I've been to uh, all the provinces except for the Northwest Territories and the Yukon. Yeah. Actually, there's some gorgeous country out west there, kin of mine. Really, really nice. Oh yeah, I can't even picture that. When you talk about 1.2, 1.6 million, I think of the Clampett Mansion. But you know, when I see places, I watched a YouTube channel that was going over housing in Toronto, Ontario, and they're basically the houses that I would spend 12, $18,000 on. They're selling for over $1 million. It's ridiculous. It's the land, and this inflation has gone insane because the cost of living has not kept up with inflation. So it's making it really tough. Another place that's expensive is where Dimebag Darren Lowe is living. You start getting onto the West Coast and getting in towards Vancouver. Boy, oh boy, I'd be living in a cardboard box if I wanted to live there. It's crazy how expensive everything is. And I really I do love BC. BC is a gorgeous province. I love Victoria too. Victoria's a beautiful place. It's just you want something that's close to being English, yeah, go to Victoria. Yeah. Baker. Yeah, prices are insanity. Okay. Uh I when I think back and the okay, let's take for example a case of beer from the LCBO in Windsor, Ontario in 1971 was $5.40 for 24 bottles of beer. $5.40 for a 2-4. I'm pretty sure that's about the price of one beer today. Oh, that's sad, Silver Tea. That really is. It's gotten to the price that we're our future generations are going to be doubling up in families' homes. We're going to be living like they do in the Philippines, just stacked one on top of the other. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Dale. When believe it or not, there was a time when Tracy and I were actually looking at moving to the UK, and I'm not a refugee. I would be, and the beauty of being in the Commonwealth is my pensions wouldn't be taxed and whatnot. So well, that's a good thing. But they wouldn't allow me in because I wasn't making enough money. I would virtually have to be making the money that the Prime Minister of Canada was making in order to move to the UK. So there's no way that I was gonna move there and live that way. And of course, you look at the conversion of the money. Holy cow, our Canadian money worth nothing. Yeah, you know what? I know more and more retirees that are doing the RV lifestyle. Leslie and Lee, good friends of mine. They're actually the ones that started Quilts of Valor. Um, had a huge home. This thing was massive. Sold it off, got themselves an RV, and that's all they do. During the winter months, they go to the nicest location possible for weather, stay there, and then when the summer comes, they're gone. They're gone all over the place, all through Canada, the United States, everywhere they want to go, and wherever they stop, and that's where they're living. And it's not a bad lifestyle. Well, boats are okay depending on where you're at. Are you freshwater, saltwater? Uh, uh, the boats. What kind of boat are you looking at? I mean, for me personally, if I was on the Great Lakes here in Canada, I would go for a pontoon boat. Nothing fancy, but I have something where it would be uh, a little bit more floor space, more like a home, and hopefully have a slide that you can slide off into the water and do some fishing and just enjoy myself. Don't need the skiing and all the rest of that stuff. Something that I can just putter along in. Uh, I don't think I would do saltwater. First off, I don't mind saltwater boating, but it's a matter of, well, you're dealing with tides, you're dealing with salt water, you're dealing with a whole different marine environment compared to fresh water. when I was fishing off the Bay of Fundy, they had 60-foot tides, for Pete's sake. You go up to the dock, and the water's right to the top of the dock, and then in no time at all, you're looking 60 feet down. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, you know what? The beauty of YouTubing. Yes, I actually watched a video on those that were living in canal boats in the UK. And I guess from what I understand, they stay in one spot for a little while, and then they untether themselves and take off and go down the canal a little further. Yeah, it doesn't look like a bad lifestyle either. And of course, they would have a little bit more room. They're fairly good size. You're not the only one that's done that, Silver Tea. I actually, several couples actually in New York have been doing the same thing. They found that the cost of living in New York is insane anyway. But they basically got themselves a boat and a slip that they could hook up to, and they live off their boat. For me personally, New York, again, you're talking the East Coast, with New York is famous for really, really foul weather. I don't think I would want to be on a boat in the winter there. But if you're living in a nice location, New Zealand, how drastic is the weather down there? Do you get to extreme weather down there? Yeah, kid of mine, the other place that they do the boat living is in Amsterdam. There's a lot of them that are living on those boats there too. And there's the big if, Dale. If you're young enough, it's good to be able to do those sort of things, and but you have to be able to to bend, to lift. Well, that sounds like a good idea, Silver Tea. Yeah, it's just like the longest while I wanted to live out in the country, get to cut down on costs, have myself a um, not a trailer, but a manufactured home set up and drill a well and put myself a septic system in and the whole 9 years and get myself out of the city. But here's the drawback is, first off, once you're settled in, there's the maintenance of your property. There's what happens if you have any accidents, injuries, illnesses, and you're a long ways out. Yeah, as you get older, that's the things you gotta consider. Young people, fine, go for it, man. I think it's wonderful to get out and do things and get some of those adventures in when you can. I'm lucky I did most of that stuff. I've had a heck of a life. Now I'm at the stage now where, yeah, I would like to travel and downsize, but again, at the same rate, I've got to again consider my health. So I'm still tethered, but at the same rate, I would like to be able to get in a little bit of that travel. My granddaughter the other day, she's, well, Granddad, I've been driving a couple of years now. How long have you been driving? I said, well, I'm into my 54th year as a driver. And I think her eyes were going to pop out of her head. I go, yeah, 54 years. So when is it that you're too old to drive? Well, I guess when you can't see and you can't freaking react, I guess. But Polar Bear says yummy, has new subs. Good stuff. You're gonna have to get a Christmas outfit for Polar Bear. Something with sleigh bells or some red and green ribbons. I admitted to my dentist the other day when he pulled two of my teeth out. He says, "Well, what do you chew on?" I says, "Well, during the holiday season, when I'm sitting down with the kids, I tend to chew on candy canes because it gives I don't smell like Ben Gay. Eat the candy canes, I smell like candy canes. Not good for my teeth." Yeah, I'm gonna have to start looking at the 2023 books. I picked up. I actually gave up a 2021 red book for an old one for 2018. I traded the guy. Yeah, they are. They are. Actually, you'll like this one. When he pulled my teeth, he had to anchor his hand against my beard, and I gave him friction burn. As that serves you right, you bugger. But yeah, I got the red book, but it's the reason why I did it. It's the large print edition because I got tired of trying to squint looking at size 1 fonts. You can't get, or I haven't been able to find the red book in the large print up here in Canada. They got the small one. So a guy did me a trade online. Said, okay, send me the big one. That'll do. I'm not worried about the prices so much. It's not like I'm selling them. Yeah, I feel bad too because he's a nice guy, and he's one of the best. Oh, let's get rid of that. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Thanks, Silver T. Those guys are such leeches when it comes into live feeds. Be gone, pest. So, what is everybody hiding tonight? Nobody wants to come up and chat with the old skipper? You're all hiding in chat. Got nothing to show me tonight. Yeah, as I was saying, it's because I'm going to be away for a few days here. Dale's going to be on his own if he manages to get up there. So tomorrow, if he's feeling better, I'll be on his channel. and then I'll. What's this? I've got an online birthday party to go to in a minute. Oh, who's having the birthday party, kin of mine? And Silver T says, I'm kind of at work. I sometimes forget that people are out there and they actually still have jobs. I've got another few weeks to go before I start working over at West Edmonton Mall again. But that I'm looking forward to, I guess. It's just I'm hoping I don't have to wear those bloody white masks. That was horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I think I might be, because I'm on my own and nobody wants to come up here. I think it might be a nice idea to go over and visit Can's channel and say hello to the old Gunny. I can razz him a little bit too. So, yeah, what time is it now? It's just about an hour. Yeah, that's not too bad. So, yeah, let's do a raid on Can collectables there and see what we can do to cheer Gunny up since he's getting to be an old fart. Somebody in the chat want to put in a link there for Can? See if I can find it here. I don't know if it's is it under Can anymore? Oh, it's on at 6:00. Yeah, it's only a few minutes. Okay, yeah, let's do a raid on Can's channel. I'm gonna get his. There we go. Sweet. All right, guys. Sorry about not having the pay it forward and all that today. But it's been a kind of a quiet day, especially with Dale not being feeling too well. So we'll go over and visit Gunny and Can and the gang and do a Numismaniac raid. So we'll see you there.